Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, I'm in a pretty positive mood right now because this week I got my results for COVID-19 and I am negative. Big ups to our government on getting enough tests for everyone on our island, but I'm very aware that my results are only as accurate as the moment I took the test. Secondly, I went to the clinic to get my sinus issues checked out because I've got issues and I'm feeling a whole lot better. So while we're in the spirits of ups and ups, let's talk about regrets. Because it's only fitting. Regrets. Makeup I regret purchasing. That's what we're going to do today. I wanted to get through the stuff that I've spoken a lot about already, so let's go through those. You're probably tired of me talking about them. First one, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder and Foundation. Spoken about them on how many times. I just want to finish it and get rid of it. I don't want to speak of its name anymore. It doesn't work for my skin. Secondly, ColourPop Brow Pencil. Little twisty ones. I've tried both versions they have. They're all creamy. I don't like creamy brow pencils. I wish I didn't spend the money on it. I know it's inexpensive, but still I could have purchased at least one or two of my Anastasia brow pencils with the money I spent on trying those brow pencils. Now let's get into some other products. First thing on the list is a universal product. Let's get those universal ones out of the way first, and that is matte liquid lipsticks. Now I remember a time when I said, oh my god, these are amazing, it's just so pigmented and it's just so sexy. They look great, they feel absolutely horrible. This girl has really dry lips. This morning I woke up with my lips chapped. I was in the zone, I was in the hype. People were grabbing me and they were taking all my money. Now it's still here, but it's definitely not the kind of hype that it once was. And I'm grateful because I'm over it. I'm over the hump. The NARS Matte Velvet Lip Pencils, those are the kind of mattes I like, that pillowy, powdery feel. But just some off the top of my head, Lime Crime, ColourPop, the Stila ones, even the Anastasia ones. Okay, you enjoy the look, you don't enjoy the feel, and sometimes the look is not worth the feel. Next universal product, lip plumping products. I have hated this product for a while. I don't even think I had repurchased anything after my initial try of it, and I think it was the Buxom one, and there was another brand, and this was like years back. I'm talking long time ago, probably college and a little after. I regret so much purchasing these products, and I'm not talking about the minty tingling sensation, like I can stand that, but you know those products that were meant to like make your lips red and you feel the little pricklies in it? Like, I cannot stand it. Why would you do that to your lips? It's so uncomfortable. And this at one point was the thing, okay? Big old juicy red lips. And I was like, yeah, I need it. I don't. And I regret every cent I spent on those products. Disgusting. One of the worst makeup items I've ever tried in my entire life. I hated those lip glosses. Last overall makeup item are BB creams. Now you're probably wondering, but that's how I started watching your videos. Like, if you've been here for a while, yes, that's definitely how this channel kind of took off a little bit. And at the time it made sense because, well, that's a long time ago. But this regret is very specific. Even though I have oily skin, I have to admit that the look of BB cream, just kind of that glow that it gives, is beautiful. Like, I love the finish. Does it work for my oily skin? No, but it looks amazing. Here's my issue. When I was into BB creams, it was a time when you got BB creams from, online Korean sellers. Well, just look at this complexion. Is it the complexion that you normally see like Korean makeup products looking, no. It's very fair. I remember they would usually do 21 and 23. This is not that shade. This is tan. And I had to like concoct stuff in order to make it work. Did I make it work? Yes, I did. I figured it out. So I would do the BB cream and then a darker powder on top. But now looking back at it, it's like, why would I do that? And if BB creams did come in, you know, a variety of shades, of course I would think differently and have no regrets. But it's like every single one was way too light, or it had like a gray cast, and it has a lot to do with sunscreens. It's been so long since I've done reviews for them, but I'm pretty sure that was a pretty important part of that. I spent so much money. If you guys have been with me since way back, then you know I did so many reviews. I was hoping for a miracle and it never came. The shades it was never made for my skin complexion. Keeping on with face products, the MAC Gel Sculpting Foundation. And it's a little tube, you squeeze it out and it kind of, okay, say loosely. It kind of is like Face and Body, but like the bad version, okay? Like I like Face and Body from MAC. I can roll with it. It stays on my skin. It's very sheer coverage, but I can trust it. That's not the case with that other foundation. I remember I would put it on and it would be streaky, and the moment I sweat, you know, like when you sweat through makeup, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's like, what the hell? Yeah, it's the latter. When I do my makeup well and I sweat, my sweat just comes through as like water and my makeup still looks good. This foundation, you see the product lifting with the sweat, and then you pat your sweat dry and it transfers, and then you have patches on your skin. And because I was using the Studio Fix foundation, very full coverage, to see the extremes, it was like, what the hell? Why did you invent this when you have this? It was horrible. Blah. Lorac Pro palettes. Once upon a time, this was all the rage. It was up there with like collector's item palettes, right? You had the 1, 2, and 3. I remember them being very pigmented, but I also remember them being very powdery, and the blend that I would get on them is nowhere near the kind of blends that I have with the palettes that I have now and ones that I've had since then, okay? Like I still have some palettes that I've had at that same time. I feel like for the most part, I ended up purchasing those and keeping them because they were so well loved by everyone else. But to say that, oh my God, I couldn't live without, you know, Lorac Pro number 3, complete lie. And I've decluttered all of them. I think the last one that I held on to was number 3 because it was more neutral. But at the end of the day, the color selection was something that I had with many of the other ones that I own, and the quality of it didn't fit my standard of eyeshadows. And I personally don't think that I'm picky so much with like, oh, it has to be very pigmented or it has to be this way, this type of feel. I definitely do have my preferences, but I'm not picky by any means. And so for me to say that that wasn't one of my favorites, while a lot of people still enjoy them, it's an unpopular opinion, but it is my opinion. And if I could get the money back, I definitely would. Lastly, I left this for the end because this is probably gonna be popular, but I actually regret Modern Renaissance. I know some people are like, that was the first palette that I panned and it was just a historic moment for Anastasia, and it was like that claim check mark. But I don't know. I'm not into like reds and pinks and incorporating that into my looks. Like it's not appealing to me. I think I would rather try and do a purple look before I do like a vibrant pink and red look. It doesn't draw me in, those types of shades. Never really did. Did I buy them because of the hype? Of course I did. But I probably could have spent that money on something else. I decluttered it and it was in pretty good condition. If I'm being completely honest, I'm pretty sure there was a shade that I never touched. And the pinks and the red in there, I probably only use a handful of times. All the browns, loved them, used them a lot, but all the other stuff, I mean, the reason why it became so popular because it got these, new trendy shades, I never got into it. I just had it to have it, but never used it because I liked it. A little bit of a regret there. If I had it my way, I really wish I would have bought the Norvina palette instead. I still think of the Norvina palette. Alright guys, thank you for joining me in this makeup I regret purchasing video in light of my ecstatic mood. If you guys are wondering why my voice is a little lower than usual, I'm working with the sinus medication and it's making my throat feel a little weird, but it's supposed to go away. But my sinuses are clear. I can smell through both nostrils, so I'll deal with a little raspiness, it's kind of sexy. Anyways, if you guys like this makeup look, you know the drill. Check me out on Instagram, first link in the description box down below, where I will post a photo of the makeup look along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you and your family and everyone you love are doing well, staying happy and staying healthy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.